Caesar Howitzer, next General French artillery helping Ukraine fight Russia. France's Caesar self-propelled howitzer has already shown great promise in the Russia-Ukraine war. For all the high-tech weaponry that has accompanied the warring forces in Russia's 2022 special operation against neighboring Ukraine, the essential element in its outcome, and the cause of much of the misery of those civilians caught between the two sides, is artillery, either from cannons, howitzers or the tanks whose own big guns supplement them. Although the Russians hold the overall numerical advantage, the Ukrainians have proven astonishingly effective in making the best use of what they have and what they get from sympathetic Western nations. In what seems often to amount to a duel of quantity versus quality, a recent arrival on the battlefield has stood out, both on its merits as a weapon and as a representative of France's commitment to the Ukrainian cause. Real-world testing. Since replacing the TRF-1 in France's artillery arsenal, the Caesar has been combat tested. During Operation Serval in Mali from 2012 to 2014, the Caesar-equipped 68E Regiment d'Artillerie d'Afrique helped Malian government forces defeat Salafist jihadists in the Battle of Ifoaz from February 18 to March 31, 2009. In 2013, the French sent 8 Caesars to support their troops in Afghanistan, and in the Battle of Baghuz Fakhani, from November 8, 2018, to April 2019, Caesars assisted Syrian Democratic Forces in decisively defeating the Islamic State forces. From the experiences of these campaigns, Nexter developed an armored cab to protect the crew from improvised explosive devices, roadside bombs and enemy shells and missiles. Though effective to an extent, the armor added 880 pounds to the overall weight and 4% to 5% to the cost. In February 2022, Nexter introduced a next-generation artillery system on a new chassis and powered by a new 460 horsepower engine, which as of this writing is still undergoing development and testing. Caesar in Ukraine. On April 22, 2022, the Caesar entered a new conflict when President Emmanuel Macron of France announced the gift of 12 of the artillery systems to Ukraine and the arrival of 40 Ukrainian service personnel to train on them in France. Soon afterward, the first 6 Caesars, mounted on Arcus-built Renault Sherpa 5 chassis, and their newly trained crews were assigned to the Zaporizhia-based 55th Artillery Brigade, one of Ukraine's oldest units, dating back to fighting the Germans in 1942. On May 28, the Ukrainian government revealed that the first Caesars were in the field and credited the guns with destroying 2 Russian tanks, 2 BMD airborne infantry fighting vehicles and some trucks, using just 5 rounds fired in 55 seconds at a distance of 22,110 meters, over 13.7 miles. Although that claim has yet to be confirmed by other sources, it represents an encouraging start, from the Ukrainian viewpoint. The months of fighting ahead will undoubtedly determine whether or not the Ukrainians are justified in hailing Caesar. Thanks for watching.